What's the most bizarre reason that someone broke up with you? He was too jealous of other guys who were into me even though I was completely loyal. It was long distance, so I guess I kinda understand, but I still found it weird. Could be projection. I don't really have any stories of people breaking up with me for weird reasons, but on the other hand I once broke up with a girl because I found out she was a huge Nickelback fan. I didn't drink and was therefore no fun. This was after 2 dates, both at coffee shops. I later found out from a mutual friend that the girl I'd dated was an alcoholic. You don't have to do everything together. My boyfriend isn't into pubs or drinking. I just like hanging out with my friends, so I go out. It's fun and I like having a life outside of my relationship. It's good for us. Because I wouldn't have sex with him after getting injured. I sprained an ankle. And I kid you not, in his own words he said, "You could have at least given me a blowjob." My brother broke up with a girl because she didn't get Seinfeld. Honestly, this might be justified. I didn't like that he and his ex went to celebrate the date they got in a relationship while he was dating me. Obviously I was the crazy one for not particularly appreciating that / he and his ex are something else. When he broke up with me I told him I would see him at their wedding. I had a girl get up and leave as we were fooling around on the bed because I had a Green Bay Packer flag in the inside of my closet door. The door was ajar enough for her to see it. She said she doesn't date football fans. Football dodged. He didn't like that I eat my steaks cooked rare. But that's the best way to eat it. Amen to that. I dated a guy who insisted we weren't in a relationship, but also wanted to not sleep with other people either. I wasn't really interested in anything serious, so that was fine with me. Then he dumped me for dancing with another guy at a house party when he literally refused to dance with me when I asked. I was confused how I could be dumped when he explicitly said we weren't in a relationship. But also, he told me to go find someone else to dance on when I had asked him to dance. Like, bro, WTF do you want? Disappointed in myself for eating his ass. He didn't deserve it. That was normally dysfunctional right till that last part. Smile. Okay then. She got mad at me for killing her in Among Us. She was dead serious. We were dating for like 5 months and got mad, and I haven't talked to her since. Like TFFFFFFF. She didn't like that I didn't like she cheated. I like my women like I like my coffee. Without other guys' dicks in it. I'll drink to that. Because I didn't contribute enough to the relationship. She wanted to go out more often than I could afford. I worked full-time and she was a student, so I paid for everything, but everything wasn't enough. Not break up, but in the 9th grade I refused to go out with a girl who really liked me and who I had a connection with because her name was Patty and I didn't want to date a girl named Patty. She was pretty and all that, I just didn't want to say to people, "This is my girlfriend, Patty." Looking back I realize how petty that was of me, but at the time I thought it was a perfectly valid reason. Edit. Actually, you know what? It's still a valid reason. Fuck you, Patty. Next time go by Patricia. My sister had a guy hit her up that was named Dudley. She told him, "Don't even come at me with that Dudley shit. Sounds like your sister and I would get along. Platonically, don't worry, they found a better looking meth head." She broke up with me because I was out of her league, so she wanted to end the relationship before she got too deep of feelings, since we would inevitably break up in the future. Very wise words, from an immature person. She ending things because I didn't find The Office that funny. So, you're still single then? Can we do the most bizarre reasons we broke up with someone? I broke up with a guy after he got intensely jealous of me shaving my armpits. And you have 8 of them. I forgot about my username and I thought this was just an extremely odd and specific insult. She was bored while I was at work. Broke up with me after she fucked her weed hookup. Why? I've thought about it for years. Why not just text, "Hey, this isn't working," then bang the other guy? Because it was my birthday. This happened 2 separate times. He told me I was too immature for him and that I didn't know what I wanted out of life yet. I was 25, he was 29. I studied full-time, he worked 75% retail to which I drove him most days. I had my own budding business outside of the studies. He took a distance programming course. I answered calls from suicidal LGBT youth. He was really good with supporting the team through our AIDS. I mean, it seems pretty dumb, and feels kinda sad. She said we didn't communicate well. I don't even know what that means. Possibly valid. Some people can't come to a baseline of understanding for a conversation and approach issues from a radically different position. Not being able to communicate effectively is a huge hurdle in most relationships. What I don't even know why I was broken up with. She broke up with 3 times, the third one being for real. Feast time. It was because I showed her my family. We went to lunch and dinner to a somewhat nicer restaurant with my cousins and grandparents because my grandpa was receiving a reward. She broke up with me because of this. Second time I wanted to do a pseudo double date with my 2 friends, people I've known since I was 6 and 15 as opposed to 17 with my girlfriend. Something happened where my girlfriend wasn't respecting my friend's girlfriend by messaging her on Snapchat. I didn't even know she did this, but my friend told me she was being pushy about her anorexia. Being a good person, I told my girlfriend to not do that, and she broke up with me again. Third time I really don't know. She got tired of me for no reason and started ignoring me. Like purposefully avoiding me and then complaining I was ignoring her. She wouldn't hang out with me and preferred this other guy. Surprise. She started dating him immediately. Not a fun time. But every time I tried to talk to her, she wouldn't explain why she didn't want to date me or be open with her emotions. Thinking about it now, I think I finally reached the point of the breakup process where I can say, wow, I really dated a person like that. That was dumb. I'm blonde and was landscaping at the time, so my hair was lighter in the summer. In January she accused me of dyeing my hair because it wasn't the same color as when we had started seeing each other and said she couldn't be with a guy that was that vain. I didn't even correct her. She was kinda dumb, and was never really good at conversation. Oh no, please don't go flips through a major zine. A friend of mine broke up with a girl because she had an ear infection, and he didn't feel like visiting her being sick. Her parents told her to. She was 20. I've only been broken up with once, so I guess the most bizarre is I don't know what love is or if I really loved you, so bye. I got cheated on and dumped after I told my ex I was autistic. His words exactly, I don't want to be with a retard. Fuck. Seriously, fuck him. Unworthy trash. You dodged a bullet and don't want to be with him anyway. Trust me. She said I was good to her, but he was good for her. Yeah. Okay? I know my ex dumped me, but I wanna be friends with her and try to see if she'll still talk to me, so I don't want get to feel uncomfortable. My ex broke up with me after I told her I wasn't comfortable with her going and helping her ex redecorate his room, alone at his house. Turns out she'd been cheating on me with him for months before that anyway. I had more lingerie than she did.